Iran's supreme leader is reportedly hiding in a fortified underground shelter. The Jerusalem Post says the Islamic leader's hideout contains a series of tunnels below Tehran. The Post cites an Iranian opposition outlet saying the Ayatollah's third son has taken over management of the supreme leader's day-to-day responsibilities. The son is now serving as the primary channel for communication with the regime's executive branches. This comes after President Trump said that American ships were en route to waters near the country. And joining us now is David Wormser, Middle East Affairs Analyst at the Center for Security Policy and former Senior Advisor to U.S. Vice President Cheney on the Middle East and Strategic Affairs. David, thank you so much for joining us. Always great to see you. Now, the U.S. has moved military assets into the region after President Trump told reporters Thursday, quote, "We have a big force going toward Iran," adding, while he'd rather not see anything happen, we're watching them very closely. Now, this comes as Iran has warned any attack will be seen as all-out war. How are you reading these moves and what we can expect to see here?
Well, clearly the president is moving enough assets into place that he has all the options on the table. If we're going to do a strike on Iran, he's within a day at the outermost. We will have the assets in place to do so. Certainly the Israelis are working with the United States to complete the intelligence picture and make sure that all the targets and targeted leadership that may be on the table is identified. Their locations are nailed down and so forth. So there's a lot of preparatory work that's happening, but is about to be completed. So then we get into the period in which the president either decides to actually strike or tries to lean on the Iranians enough, making it clear to them that we have everything we need to do a strike to hopefully make them buckle. And buckling in this case would mean some sort of a fundamental change in the constitution of the regime.
And despite the internet blackout, the scale of the protests in Iran and the bloody clampdown is slowly coming into focus. How are you reading these protests? Is there lasting momentum in spite of the brutal clampdown?
Well, there's a number of lasting elements, as you said. One is lasting momentum. Not all the protests are over. There are still cities and towns in Iran where there's opposition and there's still activity by the opposition. There's also preparation for the future and waiting for what's about to come, if it's an American strike, an Israeli strike, or both. But there's